Hey everybody, it's Randall. I say hello to everybody that's watching this video. So, I went to school in East Rochester. Um, I actually get to say that I graduated from the same alma mater as a Playboy Playmate of the Year, with Julie Cialini graduating about 4 years before me. With that being said, I was kind of disturbed by something that happened in East Rochester. It's sort of making national news. In case you haven't heard about this story, let me tell you. A young African American youth is in the park with his friends. A white guy decides to have problems with them. Words are exchanged. Eventually, they go their separate ways. While they go home, the young boy has to go down the street that this individual lives on. And this individual sees the young African American boy walking with his friends. A couple of young ladies decides to spray his hose on him as he walks by. Now, anybody that knows history knows what spraying a hose on an African American youth. They know the history behind it. All right, just Google Watts riots. You'll see what I mean. So the whole time this individual is doing this, he's proudly saying, "I'm a member of the KKK." Folks, this is Trump's America. All right, this is what he has created, and this is what everybody that voted for him helped enable. Racists now don't feel they have to hide behind a hood. They don't feel that they have to hide behind an anonymous moniker online. They are brazen and they are out in the open about it now. So what has happened with this individual? He's been charged with harassment. Who knows where it's going to go from here? I'm surprised he wasn't charged with a hate crime. I do think that spraying somebody with a hose while bragging that you're in the Ku Klux Klan, I think that does sort of borderline go for a hate crime. But we don't want to have a prosecutors out kick their covers like they've done multiple times in Florida. So I can see why it's a harassment charge. But like I said, this is Trump's America now, and this is what we need to fight. This is what we need to ensure when we go to the polls in 2020, which, by the way, folks, it's August, okay? We are 14 or so months out from electing the next president of the United States. As I said in past videos, I don't care if your particular candidate gets the nomination or not. All right? We need to be all in. We need to stop this nightmare that is Donald Trump. We need to stop this goose stepping into fascism. We need to stop this environment where Klansmen or people who claim to be Klansmen can be brazen enough to spray paint an African American boy who's only 14 years old. That's all, 14 years old. We need to stop this right now. We need to send this back into whatever hole it climbed out of. We need to stand as united force against the occupier of the White House. We need to tell him that enabling white supremacists and bigots and dictators and fascist regimes is not acceptable. We need to make a change, and we need to do it in November in 2020. Or else we're going to keep hearing about this. We're going to keep hearing about grown men spraying little boys with hoses. We're going to have to hear about people painting swastikas on churches and synagogues and vehicles and houses. We're going to have to hear about this. Are you tired of hearing about this? Do you want to send these people back to the dark hole that they came from? We need to make a stand. Bitching about it on Twitter is not going to help. Sharing memes isn't going to help. We need to vote. And we need to get him out of the White House. That's all. Have a good night and a better tomorrow.